Hey guys, this is Donnie with Standing Goats Rescue. I'm just trying, this is the first video with the phone. And what I'm seeing on the screen is an absolutely beautiful picture. But I wanted to show you something we found, what Jeff found. My friend Jeff Townsend, he come down to spend 4th of July weekend with us. And we walked, I was showing him this area down here by that sinkhole is where we were having one of them big fellas coming up messing with the horse when we had her out here. Hey girls. But we found something. And for those of you that haven't been following us, our new family members here on the channel, I'm showing this for you guys. We have lights at all four corners of the house. There's one right there. Let me zoom in. Alright, there's one there. But it's on all four corners. So we have a total of 8 lights. Alright, you see where the lens is missing? And this is the one that faces the front. The lights facing the front yard and the backyard, we've never had any problem with them, other than they'll blow from age, and we'll just have to change the bulb. But the lights at the north and south end of the house that face the woods, I don't know how many times we've changed them out. It's been a lot. But the lenses keep getting pulled off from them. And I found one time, and it was about over here where little Corona was, about 12 feet from me. And it had about a 2-inch piece that was missing off of one corner. But that's the only one that we found. Now I'm fixing to walk around. I'm going to go back down here to where that little sinkhole is. And I want to show you guys something. So stand by. Alright, I'm on the north end of the property. And this is a little trail that runs all the way down the entire length of the north property line. This is that area. It's always cleared. It's got a few leaves on it now. We've had a couple of storms the last few days. But you can see there's no leaf litter on it. And I don't know if this amounts to anything, but you can see where the bark is broke off. And there's a few pieces where the bark's been chipped. But it's almost as though something has been setting on this big hump right here. There's no leaves, and the leaves are thick out here. But that's never got well, it hasn't in about a year had leaves on it. But that's not what I wanted to show you. Our trail used to run right through here, but it goes all the way to the back of the fence. It stays within 10 feet of the fence until this tree broke over a few months back. And so we have to go around through here. But there's a game trail over here, and there are no deer in here as far as I know. We seen deer in here 5 or 6 years ago. It wasn't many. Or it wasn't, no. It was 3 does. But we're pretty close to the house. There's that tree that broke off and fell down. It's dead now, but it was alive when it fell. But we come down here, and Jeff was with me. And right over here is where we found some tracks back in April. And I was coming down to show him the tracks, and we noticed a game trail. What looks like a game trail. Right here, the ground's kind of beaten down. It's a trail. And it comes through here. And it goes underneath the tree. You can see the dirt over there. And it continues right here. And then it continues and goes way back up in there. And I have not followed it. But Jeff was asking me about this tree that's broke right here. Here's the trunk. This is the top half. And we were standing back over here somewhere. We was going around to check for tracks over there. And he had seen it. And I thought he was referring to this stump. That's what Jeff saw. Look at this. It's one of the lights. It's the top part to the light. But the whole daggum tree, it's in there. Something, I don't know if some kids come down here and beat it in there with a hammer. But it's down, trying to get it right. It's down in the wood. You see where the wood is mashed up around it? And it's tight. You grab it and try to pull it, and this whole thing shakes. The whole stump does. And it's dead, but this is oak. That is not a pine. There's the top half of it. It's not part of this tree. This is the top section to this. And I don't know how it got broke off. We noticed that this past April, a friend of mine come down here with me, and he put a crawfish trap out in this little watering hole, but we threw it in over there and we tied it up to one of these little trees. And he had seen the tree was broke off. And it still had some life in it. It wasn't healthy, but it did have some foliage at the top of it. But back in, I think it was March or April is when we had seen it, but there was nothing up here. And now this light is, somebody had to drive it down in there with something. And I know you wouldn't do it with a hammer because it'd break the glass. But that's the lens that goes to the lights. Is that not crazy? I'm not saying that Sasquatch did that. I don't know how it got there. But that is so bizarre, and it's so tight. I mean, this thing's locked in. It was driven in there with something. Either some kids come down here and took a stick or something, I don't know. Somehow they beat it down into that wood. And that oak, even being dead, that oak is hard. It's not rotted. The wood's not soft at all. But anyhow, I'm going to keep this short. This will be the first video that I'm posting with the new phone. I ended up getting an LG phone, the LG V60 Thin Q. And so far, I like it. Here's the trail. And it goes up, it goes under that. There's that broken tree with the light, the lens up here on the top of it. But that trail goes right under it, and it goes back up in there. I have not followed it. Jeff's going to be going back home this morning. He's got a long drive. And we have a storm coming in back there. It's going to be raining any minute. But here in the next day or two, when the rain lets up, I'm going to take a walk back there and see if I can find any more of the lenses. I think it's somewhere between 8 and 10 lights that the lenses were broke off. And the only one that I found was the one that it had about a quarter of it was missing. It wasn't in the intact lens. This right here is where we found the tracks. And I'm looking to see if there's any more. I'm in my tennis shoes, so I'm not going to go down too close to that water. There's a lot of snakes in here. Hope it's starting to rain. That's the sinkhole. You can see up there where the top of the ridge is on it. It goes all the way around. And it started sinking again, and it's starting to pull this side of our property down with it. So we won't be here a whole lot longer. We're going to be relocating. But I wanted to share that with you. I thought you guys would find it interesting. I know there's a lot of people that don't believe in these big things, these Sasquatch, Bigfoot, caveman, whatever they are. And that's fine, to each his own. And I'm not saying that's what did that. A person could probably drive that lens down on that tree fairly easily with one of them rubber hammers or a piece of wood. But I don't know if a person's capable of popping those lenses off. And the worst part about it, the part that bothers me, is all the times that that's happened, we have not found one track, not one footprint, not anything. Something's been tearing the ground up here. But this is the area where we had the gypsy, the horses out here, and this is where that thing was standing on this side that night and driving the animals crazy. And I came out with a flashlight, and when I turned it on, he was somewhere right up in here, and he took off that way, and it was very deliberate, loud thumps with each footstep, but I never seen him. But this is a 5-foot chain link fence, and it's not tore up. It's got a little bend in it right here. But whoever got into the yard to pop the lights off at that corner and the opposite end of the house had to get over that fence. And that I'm not so sure about. Hey, Goomba. Hey, buddy. Come here. Let me see your head. Come here. Hey. Ooh, you got my finger. Come here. He's wanting some leaves. Here. Oop. But anyhow, I was wanting to just wanted to share that with you. That one's alive. Well, I'll get off here. I may post a couple of videos today. We took some footage yesterday with the GoPro. We made it back into the area that they burned again. And I just got to get the video put together and get it edited. Well, I hope y'all had a wonderful Memorial or Independence weekend. And I hope y'all have a good day today. God bless each and every one of you. And until next time, you guys be safe.